Hey y'all, I'm Chris, and this is It Worth It, y'all? And today we are going to make probably one of our favorite meals. We love sloppy joes, and we used to have a ton of sloppy joe mix canned up, and we couldn't find any. So we are going to use a recipe that Greg found online, and I will link it below. And we are going to make homemade sloppy joe mix. The first ingredient we use for sloppy joe mix is our tomato sauce. And this stuff was so good. I think this was last year's tomato sauce. Might have been the year before, because we usually like to can our tomato sauce in quarts, and this is a pint. So this might be a previous year's tomato sauce. We had some rogue jars when we did our inventory last time, so we got a couple jars that we opened it up and we're like, what's this? And smelled it and go, tomato sauce. And then we would just put it in the refrigerator and use it up later. So Greg just put in some brown sugar, and then he's going to run through, grab all the ingredients, and start adding in all the stuff that makes sloppy joe mix. Now this is W sauce, or Worcestershire sauce. We buy it by the gallon. So when we get our W sauce, we decant it into one of these jars and throw it in the pantry. So we've just got it on the regular, ready to go. So I think this recipe is kind of like, looks like the ones that we used to follow. There was a couple additions that were different that he may or may not put in here. I'm not sure. That was just regular. I think that was a spicy brown mustard. It's actually really good. Why are you getting out the soy? Or maybe this was the soy sauce. Oh, I know what it is. He didn't put enough in there. There we go. Worcestershire sauce just makes sloppy joe mix just taste so much better. So two of the other ingredients that we use are the garlic powder and onion powder. They just, it's funny because we've got all of these spices and stuff, and we usually end up sticking to the same 4 or 5 spices that we use, or aromatics that we use, literally on everything that we cook. So garlic powder, onion powder, salt, pepper, and we use those interchangeably pretty much for everything that we cook, which is kind of funny. So this is going to be the base of the sloppy joe mix. Next on Greg's agenda is he's going to brown up some hamburger meat. I believe he's going to chop up some onions and some bell pepper that we had in our freezer already, and he's going to create that base hamburger meat, onion, bell pepper on the stove before we add the sauce. So typical, when we season our hamburger meat, salt, pepper, that's pretty much all we really do. We'll maybe throw some olive oil or something in there just to get it started, but biggest thing is salt, pepper. And as you can see, the hamburger meat that he pulled out was in our freezer, and we usually buy like the 10-pound rolls or the family pack, and then we go in and we repackage it and put it in our vacuum seal bags for the freezer. That way it just prolongs the life of the freezer food, as well as allows us to buy in bulk, as being only 2 mouths and being able to save a ton of money. Now Greg's going through and he is combining all of the onions, bell pepper, and I don't think you didn't see it, but he added some minced garlic as well. And so he's just going to continue to brown and saute down those bell peppers and those onions. We do like to drain the grease off of our hamburger meat before we do this. We just think it makes for a nicer product. It looks like Greg added some salt and pepper into that. This sloppy joe mix was just so simple, but man, did it taste amazing. Simple ingredients. And you don't have to have sloppy joe mix on the canning shelf to be able to make sloppy Joe mix. So this is another one of those instances where we truly are ingredient canners. That way we can pull up tomato sauce off of the shelf and we can make enchilada sauce with it. We can make sloppy Joe mix with it. We can turn it into tomato soup. We could make ketchup. We could do spaghetti. So having plain old tomato sauce on the shelf is a game changer for our family. Man, I tell you what, at this point, the house smelled really, 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 really good. So it was awesome. Now we did see, look at it. Oh, we're getting ready to plate up. We did cheat and we did finish off the French fries that we bought for Greg's granddaughter. And I hate to admit it, but it was really good. And then these are our ridiculous hamburger buns, head-size hamburger buns that I made. I'll link to that video. That was hilarious, but they were oh so good. So look at that. That's way better than a can of manwich. So I hope you enjoyed this quick little recipe of Greg doing the cooking. It was so good, and it's so nice to have somebody cook and you just sit back and get to run a camera. So thank y'all so much for joining us, and we appreciate each and every one of you. Like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And until we see you on that next video, bye y'all!